Hello and welcome to Community Chats. I'm your host, Ali Hammer, and in this series, we will be hearing from 14 different AWS leaders, each one discussing a different leadership principle. For our very first guest, we are so thrilled to be joined with Phil Davies, our Managing Director for Asia Pacific and Japan here at AWS. Phil, thank you so much for being on the show. Can you start by telling us about your career and what attracted you to join AWS?
Well, thanks, Ali, and thanks everybody for joining us. It's great to be able to have this little discussion. I'd say there were probably two key things that attracted me to AWS. First of all, I was talking to a lot of different customers all around the globe, and there were certain themes that kept coming through. One was around this focus on agility and flexibility. A second one was a focus on the need to digitally transform. And I was extremely excited about joining AWS because I see AWS really at the center of helping customers be able to transform and become more agile and more flexible. I think the second thing that was really attractive were the leadership principles. You know, as most people are aware, we have 14 leadership principles here at Amazon, and they really resonated with me, and I felt it was a really, really good cultural fit. And so for those two reasons, I was excited to join the team.
So Phil, what do you like about AWS culture? And is there anything that you find particularly unique or that has actually surprised you since joining the company?
Well, like I mentioned, I mean, the leadership principles were a strong attraction for me to join. And so overall, I found that a great kind of connection. But in particular, I'd say there were probably two things that really kind of both resonated with me, but also I think were a little bit surprising. Number one was just the focus on customers. You know, Jeff founded the company to be the most customer-centric company on the planet. And when you're on the outside, you hear those things. It's when you get in, you actually get to live that firsthand. And that's been incredibly energizing to me. You know, I've been at some other companies where, you know, you become very maybe competitor compelled. Right? You're too focused on what's the competition doing. One of the things that really, really is clear here is if you're focused on doing a better job understanding your customers' needs and meeting those needs better than anybody else on the planet, you don't need to worry so much about what the competition is doing. So that was kind of one thing that really resonated with me and that I thought was kind of unique. The second one is the whole sense of ownership. It's again one of our leadership principles. But when you behave like an owner, you're much more likely to think about things in terms of the long term and make very balanced decisions. Once again, having been at very large public companies, I can tell you, not every company is as focused on the long term. There are a lot of other companies out there that really focus on that 90-day window for earnings. And I find it very refreshing and frankly, very thrilling to be a part of an organization that thinks about things for the long term and instills that sense of ownership in all of the team members all around the globe.
It's so true. I mean, AWS definitely has a unique culture, and particularly when it does come to our customers. It has just been so great to hear your thoughts about what customer obsession really means here at AWS, and we so appreciate your time today. So thank you so much, Phil, for joining us.
All right. Well, thank you for having me. I enjoyed it very much.
Bye. We'll see you next time. Thank you.